you know, I'm
Yep.
doing my best, but if it was recording, I could see it again.
Yeah.
Not so much pressure.
All right, well, I just started recording, so watch your language. All right,
No, you
so
Okay.
Start over, Tim.
let's
You
say,
gotta start all over.
yep. So let's say an agent from the other side gives you this big, huge monster PDF that's 29 pages long. You're like, wow, now do I have to cut all this up and sign them all these different tasks? That's going to be a pain in the ass. The really cool thing that they did with this tool is they made this split functionality. It's under that edit button at the top. Takes it forever to load the first time because, of course, if it's a big monster 29-page document, it's got to process it all. This is cool because they can go through and you can like, oh, wow, well, the agency, that's the first page. So I could say from 1 to 2. I can start typing in agency. I'm like, oh, bam, there's agency. Boom. Then what this will do is it'll split out the very first page and it'll assign it off to the agency task. Let's say, who needs this attention page? I probably don't need it in my document. So we can skip that. We'll go through page 3 to all the way through the 11 pages. Yep. So let's say it's all the way down to page 12. So I just want 3 to 12. That's my contract. And bam, comes up first one, residence purchase contract. And then, of course, HOA's got to cut that one out. That's going to be the next 3 pages. So I got 13 to 16. HOA. Blam. 16. Whoops. Oh, I don't know how to count. 13 to 15. 16, 16. Now I've got my market. Oh, come on. Really? I thought we used to have market advisory. Well, if I don't, I can make one. I just say market advisory over here on the far right. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got a little new with a question mark. And I say, yep, new checklist item, market advisory, let's do it. And goes right in there. And then, of course, we got the big, huge monster buyer advisory. That's pretty much everything else, probably. But we scroll all the way down the bottom just to make sure. Yep, signed it. So we want everything that's left, 17 to 29, advisory, and bam. This is fun because in about a minute, I'm going to split out 5 documents and pretty much complete majority of my task list I need to do at the very beginning. It's going to sit there and process. It's got to chop it all up and assign all these out to my documents. Still see it down here. Still see the 29 pager, which is nice because you keep the original. And then I can flip back over to my task list and bam, all these things are all crossed out as uploaded, which is nice. Any questions on the splitting? All right. There's this other edit thing you can do, merge. You can merge 2 documents together. That's if you get something like screwed up and they sent you, like if they sign it, what do they call that? Trying to remember the word for it, but basically partisanship, where the buyer signed it separately from the seller and you got 2 different documents, but it's really the same document. They just both signed it independently. You can merge them together into one. That's the only reason I can think of using merge. And then, of course, email documents from here if somebody needs it. Say you go back in like, oh, title really needs that agency for, or no, the purchase contract. They didn't get it for some reason. You get email recipients. You can go over here and pick escrow and boom, you're done. All I do is put in subject, send it off. Easy. No sorting through your emails, no sorting through your drive. You can just go right into Brokermint, slam, boom, done. That's pretty much it for documents. There is, offers. This is the craziest feature ever, and I've yet to have anybody use it. I put it on several listings before, and nobody's really taken me up on it. But this website right here, you can slap it into your listing agreement. It says, hey, anybody want to put an offer on my property? please use the link that says Brokermint blah offers blah, 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 and you can directly submit your offer there. And when they submit it, all their documents get dumped into here, and it creates its own checklist and everything for it underneath that transaction. But it'd be nice. The agent could save you lots of extra time, but unfortunately, I've never had an agent take me up on that. User and contacts, that's just what we went over, saying it, put everybody in there is always good. Commissions, forget about it before or don't know what they are, come back later. You can always put them back in after the fact. What else is there? That's pretty much it on the buy side. Any questions on that one? All right. Usually the day after we close it, we get the check. Hopefully soon we're going to get access to our deposit, automatic deposit or bank deposits. So we'll show up hopefully same day, if not 24 or 48 hours later, depending on which day it falls on. If it's Friday, it'll probably be Monday. But until the meantime, we are sending out checks from our bank. So unfortunately that delays things for a few more days. That's pretty much it for that. Let's try a listing. Oops, after I kill this one. Let's delete this checklist. Remove all checklist docs.
Hey, Tim, I hate to cut in, but is there a view where the client can see what is needed in terms of the contracts or any addendums that are coming up that they need to sign or execute on their end? So in other words, are the agents able to enable, I guess a function on inside of Brokermint so the client can see that what's
you can
coming up?
share down here where it calls shared the assets. You can invite them to view the transaction. They can see the checklists and they can look at the documents if you want to. This is supposed to be meant to be a back office tool. So I'm not sure why Sean thinks it's a really great idea to have clients looking at it, because the majority of this stuff is actually for, agents and brokers.
Yeah, I think the main reason is because some clients might want to, I don't know, kind of be informed of the process in case it's like their first time or whatever.
Gotcha. Usually I'd say that would be the agent that's supposed to be updating them daily, if not weekly. But yeah, we could look into the share part later. I've never really used it that much.
All right.
Oops. I was going to cancel this. Come on. All right, so let's say we got a new listing, residential listing. As you can see, can you guys see that drop down? Probably not too easily. So yeah, we got all kinds of transaction types. You got traditional, short sale, REO, HUD, auction, leases, commercial lease and sale, appraisals. I think we thought we had a wholesale one in here as well, but maybe not. 9 times out of 10, you probably need a traditional sale. If you need something else, just let us know. Status, this one's just going to be a listing. Let's see, who else can we use here? 62 North. Dav, Sun and City, 85351. Let's see, what the hell did I sell that thing for? Like 165. So this one, these two dates now become the most important, the listing and expiration date. We're going to say maybe they want to list it in the future. Let's put it out a little bit ways. And then most of our listings will expire about every 6 months. These days, you could probably make it expire in like 2 months. Acceptance closing, don't have anything because we just listed this thing. Does have an HOA. It is in Maricopa. We probably want to know property type for HOA, which is a townhouse. It has a lockbox, and yes, it has a yard sign. These are usually things that are be pulling from the exclusive right to sell. And then next. And then this is the most important one on commissions again. Listing side, buy side. And we select ourselves for the listing side. And then we're going to add ourselves. Let's give Cameron the money. We'll go next. Let's throw in the sellers myself. Listing, super easy. Majority of the work's pretty much done right there. Of course, we have to add the checklist, as we all do for all these. It's residential listing. We got our listing date and our expiration date. The only thing we need right away, of course, is the listing agreement. Everything else is kind of a dates in the future. But you can see this is only about a third as long. And as soon as you get those photos ordered and install the yard sign, you're pretty much most of the way there. Only thing else is just supporting documentation for the listing agreement, and then reminding you to get that SPUDS in the HOA and order that insurance claims history. This one, let's see, what else can I do about listing? Oh, let's just say for fun, you got a commercial listing. If it's your first time doing them, got a bit more to it, about twice as long. Let's see, let's void this one out. Go away. Rename dead listing commercial. All right, let's listing, and then say it was a listing that was commercial and you got an actual contract agreement. Oops, put in the broker. Just to show you the fun and difference. Here are all the things you probably need for a commercial purchase. Quite a bit more. It's probably got about double what you do for a residential. Majority of it's all documentation now. It's getting your once you get everything up, then we have to have operating agreements, articles, fun things like seller notice of lease items, estoppel certificates for rentals, and all these other fun documentation that you need on the property. These are just all reminders to you to get them done. Oops, didn't have the dates on them. That's weird. 1 second. No, listing day expiration. Oh, I didn't put an acceptance date. That's why. Let's go out 2 months. There we go. Now we got dates. Over the next 2 months, lots of documentation, a lot of reminders. Any questions on any of that? All right. Kill these off. We went through documentation, how to upload things, how to do the offers if you want to try that. Users, commissions, activity. I'll look into that shared thing, see how we can do that for clients. Anyone else? You can share them out, I know, with title. I know people have done that before. But the biggest one, oh, reports. Sorry, totally missed one.
Mhm.
Hey, Joanna, tell me which one's your favorite report?
The transactions. We
Yeah.
get to pay everyone and audit everyone.
Yes,
And the weekly.
the weekly transaction report. I think there's one that everybody can have access to, and it's basically an agent report. Or sorry, not an agent report. There's one about productivity report. Nope. Oh, come on. It was in here somewhere. There's brokerage. Close sales that show yourself. Let's say show mine. There's 3. You can put in custom dates, closed year to date, last month, this month. You can check on your sales volume, how much penny came in, how much went out, how much you pocketed, fun stuff like that. But the main one you probably want to be looking at is this pipeline. How many transactions you got in listing, how many pending, how many closed. And they also, if you look into one of these, you should see them showing up red if they're about out of date. Or go into this transaction view, and I'll show you the ones that are definitely out of date. Who do you want to pick on today? Let's go on Laudas. If we see 3 or 4 that are in red, and they've been red for like a week, you'll probably get a call from me and Joanna.
Yep.
Going, hey, is everything going okay? Need anything? Any problems? The reason why we do that is we want to find out if there's a problem and handle it before it becomes a major problem. Major problems are if that transaction isn't going to go through, people lose earnest money, and of course they want to turn around and sue everybody. So the reason these things are coming to you every day in email that they're red and they're outdated, it's kind of important. Don't want to lose a client, and on top of that, you don't want to lose your money. So any questions on any of that? I don't know. I'll stop there.